Hello guys, so it is my pleasure to welcome you to another interesting class in our Adobe Illustrator, and I hope you guys are enjoying the previous class in Illustrator. And in today's class I'm going to teach you how you can create bill design or invoice design, or sometimes called receipt design in Adobe Illustrator. All these invoice, receipts, this and that are under the category of print design, and it usually regarded as commercial document. So what this simply means, when you have invoice or receipt, is kind of document that are attached to the product you purchase, and it signify you as the original buyer of that kind of product. So that is what we are going to design. Sometimes it might be waybill. So what simply means by waybill is a kind of document that follow your product from the supplier to you. That is the waybill. And now, if you are trying to create something like that, that is what we are going to learn in this Adobe Illustrator practical class. And also, this waybill or invoice can be in different size. Sometimes it can be A4 size, sometimes it can be A5 size. So in today's practical, we are going to look at how you can create the A4 size of bill design or invoice or waybill design in Adobe Illustrator. So let's get today's practical started. So the first thing we have to do is to come to the Home tab here and click on File. Then we choose New, just to make a new page, right? So just like every other layout we have been doing so far, so you have to come here and select the A4 size. So in some cases, you may not have the A4 size in your default. All you have to do is to navigate to the Home tab here and select Print, because it's a print design. So when you select Print, and you have to look for letter or choose A4. So we are still on the same stuff. So in this regard, I'm going to select A4. Now I have to come here and change the point to inches, right? Then I have to come to the top here and name the design. So bill design, right? So we have to make sure that at this point here we select CMYK color. This is very important. Now we come down below here and click on create. Alright guys, so this is how you make a new page size for bill design or any A4 standard design. So now the next thing I'm going to do is to start the design. So we have to come to the toolbar here. I'm going to select my rectangle. Now having selected rectangle, so I'm going to come to the Home tab here. I have to come to work on the rectangle property. So I'm going to change the color field to this red. Then I'm going to remove the stroke color. I don't need it, right? So I will come to the workspace and draw my rectangle. So I need it straight here. All right. Now, with this rectangle here, we can make a duplicate of this rectangle right here. So what I'm going to do is to press hotkey on my keyboard. So having pressed hotkey on my keyboard, then I will drag down like this, just to make a duplicate. Now I will expand this rectangle here. So I will just drag it down like this. So this depends on the kind of size we want to form. Then I will expand it here also, just a simple drag. Right. Now the next thing I'm going to do, I will come to the Home tab here. I'm going to change the color. So I'm trying to walk around with something like this. Let me see. I'll change the color to something like this. Okay, so this is the kind of color, a kind of gray color I'm going to use. So the next thing I'm going to do, I have to come to the Home tab here, look for Objects, then scroll down and look for Parts. Next, move to Split into Grid. Now, the next thing I'm going to do here is to make sure that at this point, I have to make sure that my preview is checked. Something like this. Now I need a number of column to be increased, so I need it to be 7, something like that. Now I need to increase the height of the shape, so I have to tap here, the top. It's going to increase it. Okay, should be bottom. The gap is much. Okay, let me see this much. Okay, 0.3. So let's say 0.35. Okay, so I think 0.35 is much better, but let's say 0.37. Oh, 0.38. No, 0.34. Okay, so I'm satisfied with that. I'm click on OK. Now, one other thing I'm going to do now is here I'm going to select this, the middle shape. I'm going to press delete key on my keyboard. Next, I will select these 3 shapes now. Shift key and select the second one. Shift key and select the third one. Then I'm going to resize and shape it to this point here. Just have to follow the procedure and see the step I'm taking right here. So I'm taking it this side. Okay, I'm satisfied with that. Now the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to make a duplicate from this right here. So I'll press Alt key on my keyboard again and drag it down. So make sure it's always snapped to the edge. Then I'm going to, Ctrl Z. That was a mistake. So I'm going to drag it down just to make it more expand. And I'm going to expand it at the top. And I'll press this and I shift key and I'm going to press this. And then shift key, I'm going to select this. Then with my forward arrow key, I will just tap to the top a little bit. So I'm satisfied with that. So I will select this big shape now. So we have to visit our object from the home tab again, object, and we'll look for parts, then split into grid. Now in this regard, I'm going to take this into, so we'll make sure that preview is checked. So I'm going to divide this into about, let me see, 9, 10, let's see, 11. Okay, I think I'm good with 11 sides. Then I'm going to click on OK. Now the top one here, I'm going to expand it a little bit like this. Then I'm going to select this, shift key and select, let me zoom the camera. So shift key, I will select the interface. Shift key, I will select this. Shift key, I will select this. Shift key, I will select this. Right now, those one I selected, I will come to the color from the home tab here. I will change the color to white. So you can see we have a very clean layout for the build design. So now the next thing I'm going to do is that I will still have to select this. Then I'll press hotkey on my keyboard and drag it down once more. Now after drag it down, so I have to resize from the angle here. I'll take it straight down like this, right? Then I have to expand it like this. So Control minus, just zoom in. Okay, so I have to come back here, objects, parts, split into grid. Now here I have to click on my preview, then divide this into 3. Good. So I'll click on OK. Then I can still expand it more. Okay, now with all this, so Ctrl+0 to zoom in to the entire canvas. So now we need to still adjust this, all this shape into the top. So I'm going to select everything like this. So everything have been selected, then I will tap to the top, so that we have more space at the bottom that we can still write stuff there. Okay, so I have to come to the home tab here now. So I'll select objects and group. Then I have to align this to the center of the page. So how do we do that? We have to come to the toolbar again, select the rectangle. Having selected the rectangle, then I will draw a straight rectangle all over the shape, straight down like this, right? Then I can remove the fill, and I can add the stroke color to be black. Good. Now I can select the shape now, and I'll press Shift key and select the border. Now my align panel is going to pop up. In some cases, if you don't see your align panel from the top here, you have to come to Window and look for Align. So this is pumps up right here. So I'm going to align this to something like this and this. Sorry, Ctrl Z. I think I need it to align horizontal center. So that's exactly what I need. Now we can continue to work on the stuff. So now at the top here, okay, I'm going to select all the shape now, objects, ungroup everything. Now we can play around with the color. But before that, I need to do some stuff here. So I have to come back to my pen tools from the toolbar here. So I'm going to make a straight stroke part, straight down like this. Then I'll press Ctrl key down to cut. Oh, sorry, Ctrl Z. So I need a pen tool, and I'm going to remove the fill. Oh, sorry, Ctrl Z. Ctrl Z. That was a mistake. So let me go back to my pick tools. Sorry. So now I need a pen tool. Now having selected my pen tools, then I will make sure I remove the fill. Then I will have to add a stroke color to be black. Then I will come to the workspace. I need the pen tool right here. Straight down. And Ctrl key down to cut. Now here, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to select everything like this. Now having selected everything, I have to come to the toolbar here and select my shape builder tool. Now when you select your shape builder tool, you have to look for the property from the home tab here. So I'm going to change this color to this type of red. I'm going to remove the stroke. Now I have to come here, double click to fill it, double click to fill this, double click to fill this. Okay, and I'll go back to my selection tools. Then I'll click on the outside. Then I'll select this. I will press delete key on my keyboard. We'll select this and then delete. Control plus, and I have to select this, delete. I have to select this and delete. Now Ctrl+0 to zoom into the entire canvas. So now here we need to, so we have all these three in the three places. Now so we can as well make a duplicate of a shape here. Hotkey and drag down like this. Then I'm going to resize from this angle here. like this. Then I'm going to change this color to red, this type of red. So always make sure that you maintain the color. Now I need a pen tools. Shift key and draw a straight pen tool. Control key down to cut. Okay. So here we need to come back to the stroke, and we have to come to the home tab, no fill. Then here we have to apply stroke color to the black. Then here we can increase the width of the stroke. That's too much. I think 2 is okay. Now this is going to be a signature side, right? So I'm going to press Shift key and select this. Shift key and select this. So you can tap this to the top a little bit, like this. Okay. Then here you can select the stroke now and select this. Then take it up a little bit. Like this. Alright, now we have to come here and select this shape here. Hotkey again and make a duplicate. So you need to make sure we still maintain the super edge. Now I have to drag it like this. Then I'm going to resize like this. Okay, then have to come to the home tab here. I will make sure I remove the fill. Then I'll make sure I'm adding the stroke color to be this red. Then the width should be 2. Here 2. Right, so 2 is much. Let's make it 1. Okay, so with all this now, so here we're going to change this to red, this type of red here, and here we're going to, okay, Ctrl+0. Right, so I'm satisfied with all the layout as far as this is concerned. Now here at the top here, we still need to work at the top. So what I'm going to do is that I need a pen tools.